College of Teachers Education. So we just want to ask you questions about BC 314 rather. So the first question is what grade level you are currently teaching?
I'm currently teaching grade 7 and 9 students, particularly Filipino 7 and 9.
Wow, that's great. And what are the methods that you use in assessing students' learning?
As a teacher, we usually use formative assessment, summative test, and performance task-based assessment.
That's great. And in this quarter, Miss, what kind of topic and methods you are using?
As a learner-centered way of teaching nowadays, we usually focus on giving students tasks. We are only facilitating their learning, so we are here to assess everything they do, especially on written tasks and performance tasks. That's it.
Okay, that's great. So that's all for our questions, Miss. It's a really good discussion for you to have in our
Thank you so much.
topic. Thank you. Have a great day. Until 3, start. So, a pleasant afternoon to you, Miss. My name is Luke, and we are from University of Cebu, Manila campus, College of Teachers Education. So, I want to ask you questions about the things that you're currently using as a method of teaching. So, what grade level you are currently teaching now, Miss?
I'm currently teaching mathematics 8, and at the same time, in grade 7, Araling Panlipunan. That's it.
Wow, that's a great subject. So, what methods do you use in assessing students' learning?
Okay, well, actually, we're using the formative assessment to assess nga if they're ready in the summative test assessment. And as what we had kanang meeting me, we will be having also the first quarter exam this October, and their performance tasks also to assess them if they're according to its man kanang learners learning style ang ilang
That's great. Thank you for that, Miss. How about this? In this quarter, what kind of topic and methods you are using
in
in this quarter, Miss?
the topic or
The topic and the methods that you're currently using.
okay, the topic in the merely I'm in teaching the mathematics 8, no, I'm using the peer tutoring, especially when they they forgot their basic skills in mathematics. So, muna, peer tutoring. Then, in sa AP put, I'm using the peer tutoring also kay there is a non-reader in our napadyoy na nasagul ba
Okay.
na murag lisod sa among part nga pag when we let the student read, then they tend to kanang mo hinay sila, dili sila mo yung makaread it thoroughly. So peer tutoring, then interactive, then participative participate based na mga student learner based gani.
See, that's great. For the last question, Miss, what are the disadvantages and advantages while you're using this kind of methods?
Is there advantages? Yeah, they feel to advantages there. The students are kanang feel free to kanang do their kanang they will be the one to kanang mo explore sila, then in their own learning gid ang nila makam up yun, unlike sa then ang disadvantage lang kanang time lang, kanang dili siya kanang enough kanang in our in sa among session lang, so ma-extend pa on the next meeting na sad manana na lang.
Okay.
Siya ingon
Wow, that's great. That's a really audacious answer, Miss. Thank you for your answer, Miss, and have a great day. Thank you.
Especially maths is mag
So, a pleasant afternoon, miss. By the way, I am Luke, and this is my group, and we are from the University of Cebu College of Teachers Education. We just want to ask you questions, miss, about what grade level you're currently teaching. Okay, I'm currently teaching grade 8 and grade 10 English in this institution, Manila National High School, for almost I think 7 years, and 2 years from that is from Katangalan National High School. That's great. And what methods do you use in assessing students' learning, miss? Okay, the first one is at the beginning of the school year, we'll have the diagnostic test for us to know the level of our students before anything else. And then after which, when we started already with the grading, we have formative assessment. I also do give summative tests. And of course, the one that is standardized. I don't know if it will be applicable this year, but before the pandemic, we had a standardized test for all the grade levels within Mandaue City, all the public schools. Wow, that's really great. And in this quarter, miss, what kind of topic and methods you're using? And what? Your method again? Yeah. What? Okay. I'm sorry. In this quarter, what kind of topic and methods you're using? Topics and methods. Yes. Topics. Well, my topics in English. We are referring to the topics in English. Okay, so the topics that I have for now, because we are still using the self-learning kit, which is the one that is made by the teachers in Mandaue City. So we are still running through that for this quarter, meaning we are running through the module at the same time we are assessing the students because we are using a blended learning. For the topic in grade 8, I have a mix of literature and at the same time grammar. And if you wanted to know the topics that I have for this grading, it's all about the cohesive devices, the nouns, pronouns, the adjectives, adverbs, and recently we are having the adjectives for our topic. For the grade 10, we have literature as well, about Greek mythology for their reading. And it's a combination of a little bit of a grammar, but most likely it is using the graphic organizer in organizing their thoughts. That is the focus of the first grading, that they will be able to identify the linear from non-linear text in using graphic organizers in making sure that they have understood the topic or whatever it is for the use of it. So they are also going to use the graphic organizers to apply it through the different graphic organizers that they have used, that they are able to compare and contrast their learning. Okay, and they are also given data for them for me to test if they have really understood using the graphic organizer. So basically, that's how the grade 10 English would look like if you get into the class. So for now, it is like that. And the methods, what method? Method in teaching? Yes, miss. Okay, the method in teaching is a combination of a lot of things because I am using also the lecture method. If there are topics in the module that I need to further discuss, but at the same time, the method wherein they have enough time for them to really answer because it's a self-learning module, which some days when they are not in school, they really have to do it at home on their own. So it is like self-learning that they will do. And I will just reinforce their learning once they will be here. That's why I do put the lecture method. But I don't know if the next quarter would be different because it's a full face-to-face. So maybe that's it. But I also have another thing that I have included is because they have because we are still applying the limited face-to-face. So that's why the groupings would be a little bit limited. Okay? So that's why I just group them according to by column. If I want oral recitation as a method to verify their learning, so I do it that way. So I minimize the crowd when they do have. So I just have it by phone. So they will stand oral recitation, and that's it for now. But for the second quarter, maybe we will be shifting to different one. That's why we might be able to have the groupings, the collaborative learning, the pair group, the pair share, and all of those
methods that you could use in teaching. So we still don't know what's going to happen because that it's still being implemented by November. So for now, we do have, but it's only limited for now. So that's it.
That's really bodacious answer, Miss. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss, and have a great day.
Okay.
Bye.